In today's video, we have official confirmation as to whether or not those LEGO Star Wars leaks from yesterday on April 1st, 2023 were real or not, being the minifigures for the Republic Swamp Speeder, the 2 mystery sets for the summer revealed, as well as the $650 UCS set. Let's get into it all, guys. So welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video, and today is a very big day for LEGO Star Wars. In my opinion, one of the biggest days we've had in a while regarding just kind of official leaks. You know, we got a couple pictures, a couple pieces of information, and overall some very nice positive things that kind of come out of today. You know, really no negatives of any of it, but there's a couple things that I'm kind of questioning still though. So this all kind of stemmed yesterday, April 1st, 2023. You know, LifeBricks posted it originally, then quite a few other people, you know, kind of ran with it, and it was on April 1st. You know, was it real? Was it not? And now we have official confirmation as of April 2nd, 2023, that all was actually right. So full disclosure, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've known about this stuff for a long time. The only really 2 pieces of information that I've known about for a while, and that was part of the reason why I got out my mystery set, you know, the 75357 and 54 kind of set prediction video 4 days ago, was because I knew from my guys said, look, we will know what those sets are within about a week or 2. So I wanted to get that out ASAP, get my predictions out there. And what I did know also was that one or the other was going to be a ghost. I have known that for about a week and a half now. I did know that either the bigger one or the smaller one was going to be the ghost. Of course, my prediction was for the smaller one. Ended up being the bigger one, but that is what I know, or that's what I knew beforehand. I don't want to act like I knew everything, but right here, guys, let's get into it. 75359 Republic Swamp Speeder, $25. Will probably increase to 28, maybe even 30. 4 minifigures, 108 pieces, and now we know what those 4 minifigures are. We have Captain Vaughn, and then 3 regular 332nd clone troopers. So this one here, you know, look, my initial reaction is I love it. You know, of course, you know, it's a great way to get, clone troopers, nice army builder. But what I can say is the more I've kind of thought about it over the past, couple hours, 24 hours, is did LEGO do too much, and did they go too far with this set? You know, do we really need, Captain Vaughn is one thing, I respect them for making him, but do we need actually 3 332nd clones and 1 Swamp Speeder? Would you guys have rather had, 1 Captain Vaughn, 1 332nd, and then at this point, even like 2 super battle droids instead, maybe like 3 supers to make up for, 2 clone troopers. But in my opinion, I think the 332nd are wonderful minifigures. I think they are severely overrated, in my opinion. I think in universe and especially in LEGO form, I just will be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I think it's, it's a cool concept, but the fact that people go so crazy over them, I've never really understood. But this is one of those where, of course, my initial prediction was completely wrong. I think we can, all agree on that. Based off everything I've heard in the past couple months, I was really running with it myself. I never confirmed it. I never wanted to, put that out there as facts. But my prediction was honestly that there was going to be a Captain Rex in there, a Luminara, and a couple super battle droids. But now this is completely blown out of the water. This was something that really no one's ever talked about. 332nd and a Swamp Speeder, like that is just, that's crazy. Like, I mean, out of every other Legion, no 327th, no 442nd. No Kashyyyk Scouts, no Wookiees, no nothing here. No regular 501st. So it's definitely unique. I give LEGO some credit for it. Not ideal though, in my opinion. And the one last thing I will say about it is if this actually gets increased to $28 or $30, and it's 4 clone troopers, and the Swamp Speeder's only 108 pieces. If they do a very lackluster Swamp Speeder build and make it look like a battle pack build, if not even worse, like if they make it look like the the 2014 Kashyyyk Scout Trooper battle pack, for $30, that's crazy, because at that point, literally on the shelf right next to it, there would be a $20 battle pack with 4 clone troopers again, all with accessories and everything, visors, antennas, everything like that, just like how this one will probably come with, and for only $20, and that battle pack has more parts. So that's the one thing. This Swamp Speeder itself better look pretty decent. Otherwise, this would be a very, just example of, LEGO taking advantage of clone fans, in my opinion. That's just a hot take right there, but you have to admit, if this is $30 and it's, worse value than the battle pack for $20, what's going on there? But next, I want to pop in here really quickly and say the older ones will always have a little bit of specialness to them, since they did not have the helmet holes, which if you like them, that's fine. If you don't like them, then of course the newer ones will have them. As this picture does confirm, this is for the parts list, or the replacement parts list, for the Swamp Speeder. It does confirm there are the helmet holes on the new 332nd. So take the information how you want. The older ones will remain special in some regard. And if you like those, of course, those will be old and, valued more than the newer ones, of course. Next up here, guys, we have 75357, the Ghost, $170, 1,394 pieces, September 1st release. Figures being Hera, Chopper, Quarry, Jason, which is Hera and Kanan's son, and an unknown dark-skinned minifigure. So this one right here, again, my prediction was it was going to be the smaller one. I personally it's pretty crazy to think, man, that there's a 1,400-piece Ghost coming out for $170. I get it. It's a flagship, vehicle. A nice little minifigure selection. Going to tie in well with, Rebels characters coming back into Ahsoka, the Ahsoka series itself. And I get it now that it's here, but I think it would have maybe fit a little bit better, a little bit cheaper, I think. But people are still going to love it. Of course, this one's way cheaper than the retired one right now. With this piece count, though, since the older one was only about mid-900s, that's adding roughly, 500, about 450 new parts on this one. People have kind of said there could actually be a Phantom that's included with this one already, where a Phantom does not have to be a whole separate, $25, $30 set, because it's already kind of integrated into this one. And it could be something like where, in the Ahsoka series timeline, maybe Jason Syndulla, or I guess would be Jason, is it Jason Jarrus, I guess? Kanan Jarrus, Kanan Jarrus, Jason Jarrus. That's kind of weird to say. Jason Jarrus might actually kind of be the pilot of the Phantom, and they kind of put him in that set like that. So I think this one's great. Again, I think it's needed. I'm very excited. The Ghost is really cool, and that's really all I can say about that. The unknown dark-skinned minifigure, I heard from one of my guys. I'm not sure if I'm not going to run with it. Don't take it as as fact. Just take it with a grain of salt. He apparently told me that there's going to be a Darth Maul minifigure in one of the Ahsoka related sets this year. So not necessarily the Ghost, it's probably one of the other two. But we do have a leak on a different Ahsoka set already. So bottom line of it, that's something he told me yesterday on April 1st. So it could just be completely false. But I guess take that with a very large grain of salt, because in the universe, Darth Maul should not even be around during this series. But who knows? It could actually be that dark-skinned minifigure, but I'm not going to run with that. But moving on, guys, we have 75354 Republic Gunship, $140, 1,083 pieces, 5 minifigures being Chancellor Palpatine, Padme Amidala, Commander Fox, then also 2 Coruscant Shock Troopers. And this one, I gotta be honest, my initial thoughts on it is, I love it, of course. I'm a clone fan, I'm a prequel guy. I think the overall, kind of just what it is, I think it's decent. I actually do like the minifigure selection. I'm not going to lie. It's really nice to kind of get those as a change. I do wish there was maybe, of course, one more clone trooper, maybe a pilot, something like that. I would be kind of nice to confirm whether or not they're phase 2 clones or phase 1. You would assume phase 2. Lego's doing a lot of phase 2 stuff these days, but there's also always that opportunity of, phase 1 Commander Fox. They did one back in the day. Coruscant Shock Troopers, if they're actually kind of considered, actually, I guess I take that back. But overall, we did see plenty of, Coruscant Guard in phase 1 and phase 2 in the Clone Wars. Kind of up in the air exactly when this, set's actually based off of the Clone Wars. It could be from a couple different episodes. There's also rumor and speculation that Palpatine could be swapped for a Clovis, a Rush Clovis, or I think Ryan brought it up in a stream last night. He also made the assumption it could be Padme with the dress piece, which is what Palpatine's rumored to have, and then Clovis kind of be the non-dress minifigure, which who knows? But I'm thinking it's probably gonna be Palpatine and Padme, which that's cool. You guys know, I mean, I'm a big Padme fan, and I think Padme is one of the most underutilized minifigures that Lego's ever done. There's very few versions of her. There's been no Episode 3 versions of her in 18 years now. So whenever a Padme gets included, especially in a new outfit, I'm there for it. So overall, again, my initial thoughts is I think it's going to be cool. I love it. I'm glad it's coming out. I'm happy for all the people that love it. But I got to be frank, I'm not super stoked about it. If it is actually going to end up being a regular gunship. The one kind of, benefit that I feel like if it was a regular gunship was if they were to have the closing doors instead of the ball turrets, which you would hope so. Again, usually whenever they're seen on Coruscant, they're not doing wars on Coruscant, so you have the doors closed. They don't need to put the bubble turrets up there. But if it is one where you can actually fully close the doors, I would really like that. But I've got the older ones. I had an 08 one back in the day. I've got 3 2013 ones. So if it's a plain white gunship, I don't necessarily need it for myself, but I'm happy for everyone that does. I do actually kind of wish though that it would maybe be some sort of specialized gunship. if it could be, a Coruscant Guard gunship, some red markings on there. But we don't know that yet. But we'll know that probably pretty soon here. Within a month or two, we'll know exactly kind of more details on this. Moving on, guys, to the next one. I'll cover this one right here. I'll sprinkle it in. This is not a part of the promo bricks rumors, but it's still pretty much confirmed. It's a heavy little leak right here that makes perfect sense. There's really no randomness about this leak. It makes perfect sense. We have 75364 Ahsoka Shuttle, also just a T6 Jedi Shuttle, 599 pieces, $70, September 1st, 2023. Has 3 minifigures being Ahsoka, Sabine, and then Hugh Yang, which is actually that the lightsaber droid that we saw in the Clone Wars. I'll throw a picture up of him. This a T6 Shuttle was expected, for $70 or $100. It makes perfect sense. Again, it's just literally just, why would Lego not do it? I think we need a T6 Shuttle anyway. If Ahsoka's going to drive one in her show or fly one in her show, it makes perfect sense. Can't hate on this at all. And for what it's worth, I think it sounds like a fair value right there. Moving on, guys, to the big boy right here, which, if this ends up, again, when I saw this is one of those sets, usually on leaks and stuff, I don't get like crazily overhyped. I truly don't, especially before we see pictures or anything. Because it's all, in between now and when we see pictures, anything could happen. Minifigures could be changed. Vehicles could look different. But this is one of those things where I feel like just, again, hearing that Lego was doing this is just crazy to me, guys. So we have a UCS Venator coming in for the $650 slot in October, 5,374 pieces, and the 2 figures being a young Admiral Yularn and a Captain Rex, which will include the special face print that has the Band-Aid after the inhibitor chip was removed in the Season 7 of the Clone Wars. So, my thoughts on this. This is going to be a couple-minute thought here, so just, bear with me. Is, first off, again, day one buy. Look, I'm, if the Lego store calls me and says, hey, look, Tyler, you got to, stand in a line for 24 hours before the doors open just to get one on day one. If not, you can't get it for, 30 days after. I'm there. I'm grabbing my lawn chair. I'm grabbing a case of water, and I'm in line for 24 hours. This right here has every opportunity to become my #1 set. And actually overtake the UCS Imperial Shuttle, like, easily. If they knock this out of the park, because, again, my thoughts with the UCS sets have always been, maybe not always, but definitely recently, the more I've kind of grown up a little bit, is I just want a good build. That's just the truth of it. Like, getting some unique minifigures is always a plus. Just kind of like for your value proposition. You're spending $650, getting some unique minifigures that will hold some value long term. Again, I'm not buying it just for the value, but it's always nice to, spend $650 and not just like burn that $650. Like, it's just nice to kind of know that. And, this is kind of one of those scenarios. 2 minifigures, I can't complain. There's really no point. Why give us 30? I don't think they need that. I think save those for the Master Builder Series sets. But, Yularn right here, A+, perfect sense, and I'm there for it. Captain Rex, the funniest thing here, though, would be, what are the odds, guys? Leave it down below. Do they include the helmet? Do they not include the helmet? Let me know. Do we have cloth on them? All that type of stuff. Could be a pretty whack Captain Rex. We don't know yet. But if it is, say the ideal Captain Rex, face print, head print, we have the Phase 2 helmet, we have the cloth pauldron, cloth waist cape. If it is a perfect Rex, arm printing, then I'm there for it. But I will admit, it is a little funny. Again, not necessarily for the fans. Again, I feel for the fans at the end of the day. I'm not going to sit here and like laugh at people that just genuinely can't afford a Captain Rex. Like, I'm not laughing at those people. But what I will say is I'm laughing at the fact of, after 10 years of Captain Rex, Phase 2 Captain Rex being in a previous set, that now Lego's coming in here and doing this for $650 paywall. It's just, it is kind of mind-boggling, but it makes sense, man. You can't hate Lego for doing this. You genuinely can't. Like, Lego themselves, and understandably, when doing something like this, they have to probably think to themselves, is this going to sell as much as like a Star Destroyer? Is the vehicle itself as popular as some of this other stuff? And as much as I'm a prequel guy, I know it's not. I know the Venator is not more popular than the Star Destroyer. So to do something like this, to put in some of these minifigures that might, again, help drive another 10% of sales, you can't blame them. And the one thing I will say about that, the value of Captain Rex, look, dude, I'll be the first one to say, Captain Rex will probably be a $100 to $200 minifigure for the first month after the set gets revealed or gets released. But by the end of 2023, going into 2024, Mexico factory is going to make 5 million of them. He's going to be down to $30-$40 on Bricklink. So if you guys just want the Captain Rex, you guys, say can't afford a $650 Venator, wait a little bit. buy Captain Rex for $50. Like, it's just the truth of it. And $50 is a lot better than the $200 the older one's going for right now. So that's that. And again, man, at the end of the day, dude, you can't, like, you know, as much as I feel bad for the people that can't get a Captain Rex or can't get this or that, not everyone on the planet, man, deserves everything just for free. Like, they just don't. Like, you know, I don't deserve a Lamborghini until I work enough and do enough in my life to be able to get that Lamborghini. Like, I would love a Lamborghini, but I don't ever think for a second, like, I don't sleep at night thinking, damn, dude, like, I mean, when's my free Lamborghini gonna pull in my driveway? Like, I don't think that ever. Like, I'm not thinking, like, dude, I'm probably never going to be able to afford a sealed Cloud City from 2003. They're like $9,000 now. That's like maybe 10 years down the line, maybe I'll be able to afford one. But I've never thought for a second I'm not jealous of other people. I'm not mad that it's $9,000. It's just the truth of it. It's like, it drives me to do more in my life to be able to get that eventually. So that's my take on that. I'm not laughing at people that can't buy it, but it is just, look, it's ironic. You know, it's in a $650 paywall. It's pretty funny. But there's my thoughts on that, guys. I can't wait. Overall, again, a very nice day of leaks. If you guys want to check out, too, the Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor set, that got leaked, too. I have a video on that from a couple hours ago. Full, you know, box images with, you know, nice pictures of the minifigures. So, all right, guys, so there's everything for today. You know, definitely leave your thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Again, this is, you know, 100% confirmed. I mean, now all we have to really tell is, you know, once we start seeing some pictures, some leaked minifigures, and we'll go from there. But, yeah, yesterday was a big day. I'm excited, guys. I mean, this was one of the biggest days, I think, in LEGO Star Wars history, you know, regarding leaks, and I'm there for it. You know, Venator, day one buy, easy, man. I mean, there's going to be a build stream on YouTube and everything. I can't wait. And I think I covered everything. I don't think there's anything I missed. You know, I had a couple points I kind of wanted to bring up in the video, and from what I remember, I think I got them all done. So I'm gonna hurry up and edit and upload this. I gotta go to sleep. It's like 6 in the morning. I know I'm nocturnal, but I've been a little bit, you know, going to bed at like 6, 7 a.m. So I'm gonna edit this, upload it, and then go to bed. And when I wake up, I'll be able to get back into the discussion with you guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.